The Low Scale Gaming Podcast is now available on Spotify, as well as iTunes and YouTube. If you enjoy the show, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and we hope you enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome to the Low Scale Gaming Podcast for the week of June 13th. I'm your host, Ghostland's Finest, and as always, I'm joined by Conan Jones and Inferior Mage. Conan, how you doing today?
I'm okay. I kind of forgot today was Thursday until you texted and I was like, holy crap, yeah, that's today.
Yeah, so, it's Thursday. It's good times. I've kind of lost track of time, and the only reason why I kind of knew it was Thursday is because I have my alarm, calendar alarms on my phone to text or wake me up at 8 o'clock or whatever, and it's like, hey, you got Low Scale Gaming Podcast recording at 7. Be there. Oh, okay.
I will. Thanks, phone.
So handy.
It's like technology helps out so much. It's weird.
I just have mine set off to remind it's an hour before we normally record.
Yeah, and then you're usually late anyways, so it all works out in the end.
Yeah, another day.
Another day, another dollar.
Yeah.
We're always consistent, at least.
Mage, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
I hear you clearing your throat a lot. I feel.
Yeah.
Are you getting the summer sickness too?
A little bit. I woke up this morning and I was fine all week, and then this morning it was just I can feel it in my throat and in my nose.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Right in those two areas.
That's how I woke up. It was last night after I woke up from my nap that I just had that dry soreness in my throat and was yep, I know what's coming. So I took some, I drank a whole bunch of orange juice and took some ibuprofen and then went back to sleep. I woke up feeling worse this morning, and then I did this. I did the same thing, but this time I took some NyQuil with it as well, and then I'm okay now. I have a little bit of a headache, but other than that, I'm perfectly fine.
Oh.
Yeah, mine's just right at the start of it. I'm trying to fight it before it actually comes full blown cold or something like that. But I
think as long as you just get some good rest, sleep tonight, you'll be all right. But man, this week I really haven't done a thing.
Nice.
I did my win of the week. Actually, it was really good. But I will tell you about my Sunday morning, which we will go right into our fails of the week. I know we're doing it kind of early, but I have a kind of a long story for my fail of the week.
Hey, we're doing it in context with something,
right?
Not just
jumping into life advice with Ghost.
Yeah.
So Sunday night at Saturday night, Sunday morning, I don't know what happened. I just finally started feeling bad about my dad being gone. It just all hit me. So I couldn't sit. I was just sitting there, bawling my eyes out, trying not to wake up my brother because we were over at my mom's house because we had to sleep in the living room. So I'm just sitting there, trying to calm down or whatever, and I had to be up the next morning at 7 o'clock to go to my grandma's birthday breakfast thing, whatever, at Cattleman's. So I go to it's about 3 o'clock where I just finally decided to give up on trying to sleep for the night. Get up. I played I jumped on Final Fantasy because I didn't have anything to do for 4 hours, so might as well do that, right?
Yeah.
Still feeling bad the whole morning, whatever. And then I get up at 7, wake my brother up, get all ready to go to Cattleman's, whatever. Anytime somebody in my family tells me to be somewhere at an exact time, they are always 15, 20 minutes late. But me being me, when somebody tells me a time, I'm always 5 minutes early.
That's the band kid in you.
So I'm standing in front of Cattleman's with my little brother, looking like Jay and Silent Bob. Just like people's looking at us like we just look weird. Like, and I'm just like, man, where is everybody? I call my uncle at like 7:50. I'm like, hey, where are you at? He's like, oh, I'm just leaving my house now. Why did you tell me 7:45 then?
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to be late, that's fine. But don't tell me 7:45 and then you don't even like make the attempt to leave. So he's just like, call your grandma and tell her and see where she's at, because she should be there already too. So I called my grandma, and she had just gotten out of the shower. This was at 8 o'clock when I called her. And she was like, I thought I wasn't supposed to be there till 9:30. I looked at her and I'm like, what? 9:30 is what you thought you were going to be here for? 9:30.
The dinner at Cattleman's.
No, they have a breakfast buffet at Cattleman's from 8 to 11, I think. You wouldn't think, like, you go to Cattleman's to get a steak, but so there's not steak on the breakfast buffet, obviously, but they have really good food on there, like really good, like home, like it's like a hometown buffet kind of thing. You know, you got your eggs and your biscuits and your taters and your and you got your bacon and sausage, and it's actually, like, I think the bacon and sausage isn't like, you know, the typical Walmart brand. I feel like it's the actual, like, hey, we just like slaughtered this pig last night. Here's this food, because it tasted really good. But before we get to that, I'm already in a bad mood because I hadn't slept the night before. No one was there on time. My brother was just giving me trouble all morning because he's 8 and he doesn't want to be up that early on a Sunday, which is understandable. So it's starting. A big rainstorm is coming Sunday morning. Okay, and when my uncle told me he wasn't here yet, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back and sit in my car then, and I'm gonna move my car up forward because I want to be closer since everyone's not going to be here for 20 minutes. You know, I like being courteous and giving, like, my grandma and giving, like, my uncle and stuff the closer parking spot. But when they're going to be 20 to 30 minutes late, courtesy kind of goes out the door.
You kind of lost it.
So I just go, and I'm just like, you know what? This is my spot now. I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now.
So it starts just downpouring rain, of course, as soon as I get parked. And my uncle shows up. And he's waving at me to come on. So I'm just like, man, all right, I'm going to get soaked, even though I was already standing under there. But whatever, I want to go eat. So I get up. Me and my brother, I almost said his name. Me and my brother, we get out of the car real quick. And I close the door and lock it and everything. And I locked my keys in the car.
Nice.
Oh,
no. On top of everything. Like, this isn't the worst thing that happened yet.
There's more.
Wait, there's more. So, I'm like figuring out how to lock. Like, I punched my window, obviously, because that's what I do when I get mad. Not every time, but just I was at 11 on the ghost scale. I was ready to go. So, what makes this whole nice little poop bow on top of it is pulling around the corner right after my uncle is my older sister, who I absolutely hate with, like, every fiber of my being. I hate her. And she pulls up and she's like furious that we did not invite her to this, that she had to hear about it from my uncle. Like, and she instantly blamed me because she doesn't. She, as much as I hate her, she hates me, and that's fine. It's a hate relationship. So she's just like going at me, and I almost caught a case on Sunday. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, listener. I'm not going to lie to you. I almost caught a case on Sunday. It just. My other two sisters were there, and they could just see like how like angry I was getting, because I was just so tired of her just being like that to me, and I'm fuming, Eventually, they just tell her to F off. And the main reason why we didn't invite her is because we didn't think she was going to have money to go anyways. She always comes up with an excuse about not being able to go to, like, family things. So, like, we just stopped inviting her so she doesn't have to come up with these excuses.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what bank she robbed to get money to be here to go to Cattleman's or something. But she's here and just furious. Only at me. She goes up to my older sister and my little sister. I was like, "Oh, hi, how you doing?" And then basically flips me off and just starts going at me. I'm just,
That's what you want.
So on top of all this, just that happened. Oh, I was about to just lose my mind. Eventually, they separate us. This is before my grandma showed up. So they had her sit at one end, I sat at the other end, and I'm mad. You know how this is the mad I was where I couldn't eat mad.
That's how you know you're real mad.
Yeah, because I was just sitting. I had this big old plate of food.
Beyond anger eating, man.
Yes, because usually I angry. I remember Conan Jones. You remember? That's the story we'll tell for topic 1. I found it. How I anger eat. Anyways, but I couldn't eat, and I was just like the food. What I did eat. Delicious. I cannot wait to go back to this breakfast buffet now that I know it's a thing. But, God, was that just experience ruined for me. And then the whole time, I'm just sitting there fuming. My grandma, like, everybody knows I'm my grandma's favorite. I don't make it, I don't sugarcoat it with her. Especially with my older sister. I don't sugarcoat it at all. So grandma just came and sat right down next to me. She gave me a hug, even though I was like soaking wet from being outside trying to like punch my window to get my keys. And I'm just like, Grandma, I'm not having a good day. And so she goes and she's just like, what happened, sweetie? I tell her, like, you know, my sister, she's just being. I don't cuss at my grandma, and I cussed at her, and I was just like, I'm sorry, Grandma, but she's just being a total C-word to me right now, and I just can't deal with it. And she's like, oh, that's okay.
Okay.
And,
I understand you, Grandma.
So she, well, because no one likes her. No one likes my old. I'm not getting into that. I shouldn't say no one likes. Anyways, so we get to like the end of it. I ate a plate of food. I made like a kitchen sink of food. Actually, like once I calmed down, food was actually really good. But that first like 20 minutes, I was just sitting there kind of like staring at my food and drinking my crappy coffee. Anyways, so that's where all the bad stuff ends. I'm going to finish off the story anyways, because it's not really my win of the week, but I'm still going to finish it off anyways. So, my aunt, my uncle's wife, tells me, she was like, hey, we can get your car unlocked easy peasy. Like, how? What are we gonna do? She's like, I know this trick. What to do with a shoestring to unlock it. Since you have since my locks on the PT Loser is pull up and it has the little balls at the end of it. So she like shimmies a shoelace in there, pulls it, pulls up and unlocks it. Like we were soaking wet because in the middle of this it was downpouring. Yeah. But I didn't have to call a locksmith. Because it was the day before I got paid, so I had I think $20 in my account. Yeah.
Goodness.
So that was my Sunday, and I got back over to my mom's house, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to sleep for a while. and then it's kind of not over yet. I forgot about this until now. I forgot that my little's fit tuck suit or like suit fitting for his wedding was the same day at noon. So I slept for like 45 minutes, and then he called me 3 times, and if it was anybody else, I would have just chucked my phone, but got up, did that. That was actually pretty fun. I had a good time with that. and it was actually really quick. Like your suit fitting thing took like 3 hours, I think. His took like maybe like if everybody showed up on time, it would have took only like maybe 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not sure why mine took so stinking long.
Because of your mom.
She makes everything.
I'll say it.
Yeah. You're not wrong, Sammy.
I'll say it.
Oh, she doesn't listen on occasion.
No, she just tried changing everything whenever it was...
Not her fucking... Oh, my God.
How to make Conan mad 101.
Yeah, bring up my mother.
But that was fine. We went to the garage afterwards, and I didn't have anything to eat because I wasn't that hungry.
Dude,
I did have.
I get to have the garage again.
I know that. That's what we're gonna do after. God. That's what we're gonna do after we move you in on July 17th. Okay. Speaking of which, it is, just to give an update, 34 days until Conan Jones returns.
How sad are you gonna be whenever I make it lie out of you?
I know. I'm not prepared for it. Anyways, that's kind of my fail of the week. I know it was really long but it was a good segue. Conan Jones, let's hear about your fail of the week.
So my fail this week, I still have like no leads on jobs. Like, we had to go to the city yesterday to sign the lease and stuff for the apartment, so the landlord had to meet us, which was kind of a ridiculous thing in itself.
Wait, you got an apartment?
Also, no, it's a house.
That house you showed me?
Yeah.
Okay.
But my wife had to do new hire training, or not training, but paperwork and meetings and stuff at her new school. Mm-hmm. So she had that at like 1:30, and then from there we went, or since she had to do that, we had to sign the lease paperwork with the landlord. So we met him, was supposed to meet him at 11 at a McDonald's, and instead of having to drive all the way to the city, turn around and come back to Yukon, and then go back to the city, and then go back to Texas. So we get to the McDonald's at like 10:45 because, we're a little early because band kids. And I get a text from him at like 10:45 saying, "Hey, I'm going to be a little bit late, like 10 minutes late." And I was like, "You're a good dude. We're going to come in, grab some breakfast. Like, ain't no thing." So we come in and sit down, and we finish eating. And he's like, "Hey, this is taking like way longer than I thought. It's going to be like 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, that's kind of really annoying, but not the worst thing that could happen. So we wait around a little bit longer. Dude finally shows up and like takes 7 minutes to sign this, to do the paperwork, and then he's gone. I was like, this is stupid. Like, why couldn't have we just done this over the phone or something? You know what I mean? But so after that, I took my wife to her paperwork signing, and I went across to the different music companies and kind of talked with them and said, "Hey, this is what's going on with me. I've been on the websites and looking at stuff, but I don't really see a whole lot. Help me out, And then if nothing else, can I like help you guys out over the summer and like summer repair stuff and stuff like that?" And they're just like, "Oh, well, we're like staffed up for the summer, and there's not like anything we have for you, even if like getting a job, like a big kid job, doesn't work out." So that was kind of a swing and a miss there, and I was salty whenever I left, but what are you gonna do? So
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. I kind of have something else I want to talk with you guys about after we're not on here, but
are we opening up our vape business?
Apparently,
yes.
Tuba buds.
Yeah,
oversaturate that market a little bit more.
Oh man. Yeah. You know how mad my grandma would be if I told her, "Hey, I'm quitting my job to open a medical marijuana dispensary."
Oh, yeah, she would disown you.
Well,
well, apparently, like magic mushrooms are going to be a thing here in the near future.
Well, they got legalized in Colorado.
Well, I think it got decriminalized in Colorado.
No, it got. I'm pretty sure it got legalized. Decriminalized and legalized is the same thing.
No, decriminalizing makes the sentence less. But I mean, it's going to be legalized here. I'm pretty sure. It's already headed in that direction, like marijuana is. But like a lot of my friends who are in that industry, the marijuana industry, they're all preparing for to
make.
They're all preparing to farm magic mushrooms.
Man, I'm not ready for all that. Like, I don't know about mushrooms. Like, marijuana's fine, but
yeah, supposedly it's supposed to help really well with PTSD and stuff.
Yeah,
mushrooms like that.
Yeah, like mushrooms apparently help really well with like depression and PTSD and like other type of like psychotropic.
You know what else helps with depression? Literally everything else that's like positive. That's like one of the things they say is like, oh hey, drinking water, good for depression. Like it's just like a pyramid scheme now, saying something's like cures depression or helps with depression.
No,
you know what I mean?
Herbalife.
Yeah, that's right. Hashtag at my big.
They're not called pyramid schemes more. They're called multi-level marketing.
No. Okay, Michael Scott. Here, can you draw a shape around this real quick?
It's not a pyramid scheme. It's legal. Even though it's run the exact same way a pyramid scheme runs. Thank you, Herbalife.
All right, Mage. Tell me what your fail of the week is.
I think my fail. So me and a couple of other buddies who are not on this podcast, because yes, I do have other friends.
Whoa.
Whoa. I don't know if we can be friends anymore because all of my friends have to have podcasts.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good thing I'm on this podcast. So.
Yes, exactly.
You don't have to be friends with my other friends.
Good, because I don't want to be.
I don't want to be.
It's like me and Conan's almost the same person.
All right, sorry. Go ahead, Mage.
Please save my hair.
We're trying to figure out. So we've been trying to figure out a summer vacation type, mini vacation type thing for like the last 3 weeks. It has been a pain in the butt trying to figure something out that's not like super expensive.
Yeah.
But I think we finally got it. But it's just been like that's kind of my fail is just like our inability to figure out a plan. Because we're like, I just want to go somewhere that's not work.
Well, we're going to TNT.
Yeah, but that's in July.
Yeah, it's a month from now.
I'm talking. So I'm going on a little mini vacation on July 4th for Independence Day.
That's okay. You don't want to currently move in. I see how it is.
What?
Wait, when are you moving in?
Like the beginning of July.
Yes, I need to know an exact date so I can come help you. July 17th?
As soon as I know an exact date, I'll let you know. It will not be the 17th, because the 17th is, like, really late. But
don't you lie to me. Damn you. Can we let Mage finish?
Yeah.
Have you already gotten all the stuff for TNT?
I got that hotel.
Okay.
You told me that you would. Don't you dare flake on me, damn it.
When's the date? Is the date on?
It's July 12th through the 14th.
Okay. Let me think.
What do you mean? Let you think?
Well, I think I accidentally double booked myself. There's my fail of the week. Because I think. So this was actually something I promised before we did TNT. Before we talked about TNT. So, but I didn't.
I'm gonna go ahead and cancel that hotel.
Well, let me find out if it's the same date or not, real quick, before I...
I'm going to cancel this hotel real quick. Keep talking about your fail of the week. Or is that it?
July 13th. I lied. I'm sorry, I can't do TNT. It is July 13th.
I hope I can cancel this hotel still. Econo Lodge.
Well, I mean, we're still a month out from it, so you should be able to.
Modify your... Wait, I could... Wait. What did it say? I could cancel for free until July 11th. Whew.
Look at that!
Looky there.
That out now.
Man.
Minor fail of the week.
I was going to be spitting fire if I had just lost $150 for no reason.
I would have reimbursed you for that, because that was totally my fault.
126, excuse me. I'm glad I didn't pay for my registration yet, because I was about to do that after this, too.
Well, good thing we talked about this right now.
Well, there's no consequences other than I'm kind of salty about not being able to go. But at least I'm not out the money. What?
Conan canceled it first.
Well, Conan's moving though. I can understand that. Conan didn't double book it.
I didn't say that he didn't have good reason. I'm just to do it.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Hey, can we do something fun? Conan Jones, what weekend are you going to be back? Are you going to be back by like the 5th to the 6th?
Yes. Well, because we get the house
on the 1st.
On the 1st. So I'm hoping that we can be but our last day here is the 5th.
Oh.
So we have a little bit of overlap time where we can get that figured out. But hopefully, like that week sometime, we'll be over and in and done and out of Texas.
Can that Sunday we go and have fun in Bricktown?
Possibly.
Me, you, and Mage and Spooby.
My bank account situation right now, that's another deal. We have to pay the first month's rent for the new place to get the keys. We have to pay last month's rent for this place as well as the prorated rent till the 5th, which is $200. So we're 2 rents, prorated rent, and setting up all the utilities, and the $500 U-Haul.
Jesus Christ.
So I might be tapped. I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no.
Poor Conan.
Adulting sucks. This is stupid.
I mean, we can pick a weekend. We can all travel to OKC. And I'll probably be able to cover you if we go out for drinks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we can figure something out. Or I'm just saying I'm probably going to be strapped for a little bit. So I can come hang out and may just not just...
No, we're going to make this a good fun weekend.
If we're doing it, we're getting twisty.
Yeah. Like, we're going to get a hotel room and, like...
Oh, it's one of those.
It's one of those.
We're going to get wasted and then go swimming at the hotel. And then possibly drown. Oh,
we go hot tubbing like that we learned last week.
Oh my! And then pass out because like your body temperature is super high.
I didn't know that was a thing. I really didn't.
You learned something.
I got dizzy one time after drinking and going. I never passed out, but I did get dizzy once.
Yeah.
Oh goodness gracious!
Fun times at. I don't even. Anyways, at Ghostland High. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. What? Oh, we go talk about topic 1. I forgot about that. Yes. So topic 1 this week is about my anger eating. So we had this person in college. Let's just call him Jesus, because he thought he invented literally anything and everything. This man had played guitar in some random bar in Ardmore with Iron Maiden, or was it with who was it? AC/DC. That's right. He played with a random bar in AC/DC, and they asked him to come tour with them.
Yep.
And he apparently went sideways in a car in front of a cop going 120 miles an hour. And just
I forgot all these stories.
Like, he was just one of the, like, he would, his nose, if he was Pinocchio, his nose would go all the way across the world and hit him in the back of the head. With just how much stuff that he just said. Like, I do not know how he, like, got up in the morning because of just how much, like, BS he was filled with. Maybe that's why he was so big. Because he was a big old farming. Oh, the best thing I remember. The time that in question is I was like, I don't know why, it was right after marching band, and we went to go eat in the cafeteria because they were having chili dogs. I'm just like, you know what? I'll get down on some chili dogs. Even though the cafeteria is gross, I'll go eat there. Whatever. And Jesus comes along with us. And I just like, whatever. He's just gonna start telling us a story. I was pissed. I was mad about something that happened in marching band, but
surprise.
Yeah. Anyways, so just he's sitting there telling us a story on how he built an entire semi-diesel engine in a weekend, in like 2 days, with his own hands, by himself.
Out of a single piece of wheat.
Yeah. And I was sitting there, and I was just like getting madder and madder. As I ate like I had 3 chili dogs in front of me, and I swear they were gone in like 3 minutes. Because I'm just anime eating, shoveling these things into my mouth.
Faster than your pancake record?
Yeah. Oh man, I forgot about that story too. But that's for next week. Wait, I think we've actually told that one before.
Probably.
I don't remember if we told that. I mean, I remember last year when we said we were going to make a list and we didn't about all the stupid stories. Anyways, but he's just saying all this stupid stuff. And I just ate these chili dogs in like 3 minutes. And Conan looks over at me and he's like, "You good, dude?" And I straight up told him, I was like, "I'm tired of hearing Jesus lie so much. It pisses me off." And he looked at me and he was just like, because I said it like loud and abruptly. And he just looks at me. He was just like, "What do you mean? You think I'm lying?" And I swear to God, it was like the scene from like Drake and Josh. Because I was like, "I don't think you're telling the truth." And then I got up to go get my food, and I think he left afterwards. Because then I just came back, and I ate 3 more chili dogs just really quick.
Just woofed him down.
Yeah, and then I think I got sick back in my dorm room because I ate 6 chili dogs, and Swasu's food is absolutely garbage.
Dang. I totally forgot about that. But yeah, I remember all of those things he would say. It's just like, dude, just shut up. Like, there's no way any of this is true. Just stop talking. Like, oh man.
I think you weren't here yet at school yet, Mage, before, or maybe you were. I don't remember.
No, I never met him. I know you're talking about.
He always wore overalls. Like every day that I've seen him, he was either in a tuxedo for like performances, or in overalls.
There was no in between.
There was no in between at all. And then of course he has suspenders on for his tuxedo, whatever. I could not believe it. Like, with Oklahoma's heat, how the hell can you wear overalls every day. Like, oh hey, it's 115 degrees outside today. Overalls is a good decision.
Because he's the real country boy.
This is a good game time decision.
Oh man, yeah. Those were always like the best things because they were so far fetched. They're like, he had like the nachos named after him.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Couldn't make nachos right, so they invited him back to the kitchen to make nachos, and then they named him after him.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh, that he had a record deal. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
He had a record deal, but they only sell his CD in the at some store in Lone Grove.
Lone Grove.
Like, and you guys might be thinking that we're like making this stuff up. The stories he told us, we are not making up at all. The stories he told us was like 100% bullshit. But we are like telling you this like word for word the stuff that he said to us.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite part about it is he played tuba as well, and this is the best one. He called the people. He got beat out by our section leader, like our 3 or 4 years in a row first chair section leader, who was a pretty good tuba player, like easily probably one of the best ones I've ever seen, and he straight up said to us that the only reason why he got first chair was because he was Mexican and they didn't want to be racist, which in turn is a racist thing to say.
I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Like, I could not believe when he said that too, and I told like our first chair that first like right afterwards, because I mean he was a cool dude. Like he was like probably the most chill dude I've ever seen at that school. And man, we got some good laughs about that.
Just like constant.
Like I just when you make so much, I wonder if he actually like believes all this. Like if he just like he wakes up and it's just like a reality TV show for him, but it's like let's think of a show for him.
My big overall country.
That's too many words. We gotta do this. Sell it to somebody and make money off of it. Because Conan Jones needs a job.
Yeah, I gotta pitch this idea.
Yeah, we gotta pitch this idea to become millionaires. Big country life. No, let's. The Lone Grove Chronicles.
Lone Grove Chronicles. I knew this one guy back when I was like in high school, and he, I kind of always felt bad for him because he was a special needs kid, but he would kind of do the same thing where he would play like a song they hear on radio and say that he invented it.
You know, looking back, I probably wouldn't doubt that if that was the case with this guy.
What?
That if he had like special needs and like we didn't know.
Oh, not.
You know what I mean?
He doesn't seem like that though. You know what I mean? He didn't really seem like he had special needs at all. He just was just an.
He was just weird.
He did have his moments though. Like he did always give us rides down to the field in his truck for like marching band. So I can't like.
And I did not miss whenever we didn't have to go back to the hill.
Yeah, that was awful. And we just get in the back of his truck.
Yeah.
Like he did do some good things, but it does not outweigh the stupid stuff that he said that he said he did. But the moral of that story is like, if you're gonna try to talk yourself up, at least make it believable, and not say you like built a diesel engine by yourself with no lift in a whole weekend. because I know that's like maybe now that's a weekend job if with like how technology's improved in the 8 years that story was told to us.
Maybe if you were in a factory and you've done it all your life.
Yeah, but not like as a weekend hobby to just rebuild diesel engines. You know, just make it believable. Like, I don't even have a comparison with that.
Just say I built a diesel engine.
Yeah,
give a time.
Yeah, exactly. Then I'm like, oh man, that must have took a while. But you must know how to do engines then. not no. It just took me a weekend. Like then that's just when I just want to punch you in the face. Okay.
Okay.
Good. I'm glad we came to that understanding.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, we probably should move on to the next one.
Yeah. All right. So we got a little bit of. I know, because we're already 40 minutes in.
At what?
We're 40 minutes in.
Good God. Yeah. Let's hit some.
We ramble on a lot. Anyways, E3 was this week. Kind of lackluster, to be honest. There wasn't really that much that I was just like,
what?
Oh, that's cool.
A lot of things that I liked.
Okay, Keanu Reeves is like Cyberpunk 2099 or whatever.
Heck yeah.
Okay,
man.
that was okay. Mage, you're like Mike's on the other side of the room again.
Hello?
There it goes. Like, that was okay. Microsoft showed off their Scarlet project or whatever and said a whole bunch of numbers that honestly that people don't really even know about. Nintendo's was Sony didn't even have one. Nintendo's was just like Animal Crossing's delayed. Banjo-Kazooie's back. Banjo-Kazooie's in Smash now. And that was it.
See, I just kind of see what the memes afterwards. I didn't even see anything while it was actually happening.
What else? The big thing that I'm kind of excited for, and I hate being excited for it because I know it's gonna be years before it's actually finished. The first part of the Final Fantasy VII remake is releasing March 3rd, 2020. Or 2020. When's it time to start from saying 2020 to 2020 or 2019?
When it turns 2020?
No. Like when's it okay to stop referring to dates as 2019?
I think whenever it gets into that to the 20s,
So it's okay to start saying 2020 then?
Right around the February to March.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I'm probably going to call it 2020 and make bad eyesight vision jokes all the time.
Oh my god. Anyways, so now let's see. But the Final Fantasy remake is finally coming out, or at least the first part of it. I always thought Final Fantasy VII was an overrated game. That's just my opinion of it. I'll get flamed for it, but I always thought it was just an overrated game. What they showed off, though, during Square Enix's showcase actually looked really cool. There's a combat system which combines the old ATB format, and then it's still an open, it's more it kind of combines Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy 15's combat system with still the turn with the ATB format of waiting for skills to build up and everything. And it looked really cool. Graphically, I'm not going to get it. It looked cool, but after Anthem, graphics are just kind of, until it's in front of me or someone's actually reviewing it, graphics don't mean anything to me anymore.
Yeah.
But it looked good. I'm not going to say it doesn't look good. There's some disappointing things with it, is that it's less of a remake and more of a reimagining. So they're going to expand upon everything they can, and basically it just means that hey, we're gonna make this into 3. I think it's going to be a 3-part game, and
please, no.
and
Just
the
let it be
very
done,
the
let it
very
out.
first no, it's the very first part is just on the Midgard part. The first in the actual the 1997 game, the first 5 to 6 hours is just the first part of the remake, and I'm not happy about that. But they said that they're gonna have enough content on there for 2 full Blu-ray discs. So
That's a lot.
that's a lot of content for a $60 game. I don't know if
Shoes to fill.
I don't know if they're just gonna have the whole game on there and then just release it episodically like how they do with Life is Strange. I don't think they're gonna go that model at all because it's Final Fantasy VII and they know they could get $60 for each one of these parts that they come out to, whether it be 3 or more. I hope it's just going to be 3, but
Kingdom Hearts.
What?
I mean, they already did that with Kingdom Hearts.
Well,
Having 27 games for.
well, this is different for Kingdom Hearts because this is supposed to be a remake of one game. It's the most iconic game, but it is what it is.
I mean, didn't they do that with Final Fantasy 15 too?
No, Final Fantasy 15 was. I mean, they had the DLCs, but this is different from that because each one of these parts are going to be its own standalone game. So I don't think it's going to have so much.
I hope they just get done because it's been we've been waiting on this remake for years.
Yeah.
I never played any of the Final Fantasies outside of the 14 that we're playing now, so I mean, I don't have a dog in the fight.
I mean, I like the franchise.
I do too, but I don't know. Am I probably going to play the remake? Yeah, because it looks cool. I love Final Fantasy. Am I going to be mad about it? I'm mad about everything. So
At least you're honest with yourself.
So I mean, yeah, I'll play it. I'll complain about it, but in the end, I'll probably give it a 7 out of 10 without me even playing it. So,
like a true reviewer.
Yeah, it makes you really feel like Cloud.
Tied in with Call of Duty.
It makes you really feel like Final Fantasy. But
this will be the last one.
Yeah, this is the last one you ever want to play of a 3-part series.
This game is garbage. 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
No replay value. 9 out of 10.
Goodness gracious.
I'm just.
Yeah.
The cool thing they showed about it. Oh, sorry, Conan, talk.
No, I was changing gears to get off of Final Fantasy.
Oh, well, hang on then. I'm going to this back into. They did show off Tifa, and they gave her a more modest look. And I know people are furious about her fun bags not being as big as they were in Final Fantasy VII. Come on now. You can't be that mad about that whenever the technology in Final Fantasy, in 1997, they were trying to make things as appealing as they could to people. I liked her look in the trailer. She looked really cool. And she does her fist fighting and does cool moves and stuff. She's a badass. Tifa's cool.
You tell me Tifa doesn't have big old boobies?
No, I feel like at a point we should be censoring this, but
You telling me Tifa doesn't have double G's?
I'm not saying she doesn't have a big chest, but it's not as big as what it was.
It's the game literally unplayable.
Unplayable.
5 out of 10.
No, not even like 1 out of 10. Maybe 5 out of 100.
More fan service.
Right up there with Trash Fire Anthem.
God bless.
Tifa doesn't have big old boobies. It's not canon.
Not canon.
This is an
I get it. This is a filler. Because we're literally filling up her boobies. Jesus Christ!
This took a turn.
This took a turn. I was trying to make this wholesome. Here comes old Mage. You mean her boobies ain't big enough? God bless.
I love it. That's awesome.
Man. Anyways, what have you been playing this week, Mage?
I have been playing. What have I? I played the game. I swear. I almost beat Celeste. I'm like on the last level, and I've died so many times. Celeste. Sorry.
Yeah, no, are you still enjoying it?
Yeah, it's great. I'm like on the last level, I think. Second to last, maybe.
Very cool.
It's so hard, and I can't get all the strawberries. I finally just gave up on them.
I hate when that happens.
Could I just what have you been playing?
I've been playing
Tired.
we heard.
Sorry.
A game on Steam that is free at the moment called Splitgate. I've been playing some of it. It's a shooter that mixes like Portal and Halo together. It's kind of buggy and it's hard to find a match, but it's kind of fun. Like, I've complained to Ghost several times. I'm not good at FPSs with mouse and keyboard for some reason, but I'm enjoying it. Like that's
good.
It's something new. It's a palate cleanser.
Oh my God.
So,
stop with your Herbalife stuff. Jesus Christ.
what?
Because you said it's a palate cleanser, so I made an Herbalife joke.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it does, because it's... Shut up. Anyways.
Well, Herbalife is like a Slim Fast, but worse because it's MLM.
I don't know what that means. Anyways.
Multi-level marketing.
So, Pyramid Scheme. Gotcha. So, I've been playing... Well, on top of Final Fantasy XIV, I'm Enter the Gungeon is free on Epic Store right now.
Oh, I saw that earlier.
And it's a really fun game. It's a top-down moving shooter. It's really fun to play. Like, it's stupid fun. I'm like, I don't know why I enjoy this game so much. It's really hard. Like, I've only got to like the 3rd level, and I've died like a whole bunch of times. But it's really fun so far. It's randomly generated too, so the world changes each time. Like, my level 1 will be different from Conan's or Mage's. It's a good game. I like it so far. It's a good little indie game.
I saw that it popped up earlier, but I haven't had a chance to download it.
Yeah, and it installed really quickly, so it's just like a one click, and you're pretty much good to go.
I'm a little surprised that they're giving that out for free.
Yeah, because it's a good game.
Yeah,
I'll have to download it. Okay.
But yeah, that's what I've been playing this week.
I like it.
But now,
Before?
yeah, let me get this time real quick. We're doing pretty good with time now. Let's go ahead and move into life advice with Ghost. So, Mage, this week for life advice, you got to be better at scheduling things, okay? You can't just sit there and have something planned for like 2 months, 3 months that we kind of talked about this, and then just tell me a month before it, hey, I double booked it. F you. Other than I have to like edit out the podcast that you like flamed me for editing this. Okay, it's not cool to do. Okay, you got to be better at booking things, my friend. Go to.
I did get you a month before, though.
It's just you can be better. I believe in you. You can be better about booking things. Okay, buddy.
Okay.
I hope in the future that you use this as a life lesson and take this life advice that goes to heart and just be like, what would Ghost do?
Oh, that's a slippery
Force
slope,
everyone
sir.
to go where he wants to go.
and that is life advice with Ghost. All right, let's go ahead and move into our wins of the week. Cody and Jones, what is your win of the week?
So my win this week is that we signed the lease for the new.
Yay!
So now we're for sure coming back. We paid the deposit and we just have to pay rent and stuff next 2 weeks from now. So
Yay! Oh, that's boo! I don't know.
Rick, no.
Adulting.
That July 17th date's getting closer and closer.
It is. It's like 2 days before my wife's birthday.
Is it really?
Yeah.
All right, Mage, what is your win of the week?
Cool story, right?
Well, I've just been, I've gotten cases at work, and work's been going real well, and going on vacation in a couple weeks, which is nice.
That's good.
Things are going well.
I'm glad you planned things on the same weekend that.
Technically, other people plan things on the same weekend that TNT is happening.
Well,
And I told them I would go to that before I told you I had to go to TNT.
When did you tell me you? We talked about the TNT thing back in March.
Yeah, this happened like before then.
I don't believe you.
Mage needs a running calendar, like a scheduler. Like,
Yeah.
Update your phone calendar. Or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. We just need to connect our phone calendars. That way that I can see when you schedule things with me, and then you schedule something over it a week later.
But then how are we going to lie to you to get out of stuff we don't want to go
Exactly. See, Conan Jones specifically moved 2 weeks before this so he could get out of it, so I couldn't flame him for not going to TNT. I know him. I know him well. I know damn well he could have waited till August to move. But nope.
No, I could have, but my wife couldn't.
Well, she started school in August. She could prepare for her stuff in 2 weeks. She'd be all right.
They start in-service stuff the end of July.
They really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! I start my in-service a week before school starts.
Yeah, the kids don't come back until the 12th or something like that of August, but
When I come back.
they do 3 full weeks of in-service.
Really?
Yeah, they do a lot.
My in-service starts on the 6th of August.
They're also the highest paid teachers in district in the state, so I mean...
Heck yeah.
I know.
Or didn't Broken Arrow just increase salary too?
Well, UConn
Yeah.
just... Hang
UConn,
on.
Broken Arrow.
A whole bunch of different schools did. I think Mustang did as well.
Yeah. I think Piedmont did also.
Yeah, I think a whole bunch of... I think Edmond did as well. A bunch of the
pretty much all
suburbs.
6As.
Yeah. I think except for the city schools.
Yeah. I think all the OKCPS schools are all 5A.
No. What? PC West? The Putnam City schools are 6A. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but they're not OKCPS. They're in Oklahoma City, but they're not part of. Sorry.
I get you. I thought they were 6A schools.
I think they are, but I don't think any in Oklahoma City.
Are below 5A?
Well, because Putnam City is in Oklahoma City, but it's its own school district that's not a part of Oklahoma City Public Schools.
I don't know if you realize this, but Oklahoma City is the largest state capital in land
Yes,
in America.
Yes, it goes all the way from Anadarko up to Guthrie, from El Reno to Shawnee.
Yeah.
That's
So
all
basically,
Oklahoma
almost
City
every
proper?
single
Yes.
school in central Oklahoma is in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oklahoma's the largest state capital by square feet.
It's pretty crazy.
Down to Ardmore, you said?
No, I said Anadarko to Guthrie.
So, like, okay, yeah, that's like, we're like totally off topic. But,
Well, not really, but anyways.
yeah.
All right, I'll go into my win of the week. Mine's
Yes,
actually
what's
pretty
yours?
good because this happened on Monday. So I wanted to take my grandma out for like a lunch, just like by herself, and I haven't really been able to do that ever. So I went to the Cimarron Steakhouse up there on Meridian in Reno. Like, I don't like that place because it's not. I don't think they cook their steaks good, but my grandma likes it. You know, it's for her. Whatever. It was nice. I dropped $100 there, but it was nice to do that and to watch my grandma get mad at me because she didn't like leave the tip or whatever. And I made she also brought her sister along, and I said that's fine. You bring whoever you want, but don't bring everybody. You could bring one guest. That's fine. Yeah. But so I told my aunt, I was just like, I think my grandma was just like mad because she doesn't have to take care of me anymore, and she's always had to. Look at my grandma's face was pretty funny. But it just felt good being able to do that for my grandma and be like not having to like worry about it. It's good. It feels good, man.
It's that good grow up feel.
Yeah.
It's like, now I am bred with
Now I am the adults.
I'm the captain now.
But yeah.
Very cool.
There is one last thing I want to talk about, and this is pretty cool that I'm pretty happy to talk about. Friend of the show, Jamar Rashad, is dropping his album tomorrow at midnight tonight.
Ooh.
It is called From Pooh Bear. It's based off of pretty much it's what his grandma called him, or it's for Pooh Bear. Sorry, not from Pooh Bear. It's based off of like just what his grandma called him. It's really nice. Jamar's been a really good friend of mine for many years, almost as long as me and Conan's been friends. Ever since we lived in the same dorm hall at SWASU and ate applesauce together. Me and Jamar has just been pretty good. But his album drops at midnight tonight. It'll be on iTunes, Spotify, any sort of big online thing. But it'll be good. You look him up on iTunes. It's JVMVR Rashad, which is Jamar Rashad. That's his artist name. It's pretty good. The reason why he does the JVMVR is because when he originally was starting out, he was just going to put J Dash Rashad, but there's like thousands of those out there. And then he was just going to do Jamar Rashad, but it was also the same thing. But a friend of his suggested back in 2016 that he puts the V's in there, so where it's still the A's in his name but upside down.
Yeah.
For him to stand out. I thought that was pretty cool. Thinking of it like that now. It does make him stand out.
I've been following him on Instagram for time. And that's the first time I realized that there were just A's flipped upside down. I knew it was Mar Rashad. I knew it was that for a while.
I had no idea. I thought it was JVMVR. I thought that's just what he was thought. He was just going to be a mouthful. But he's dropping his album at midnight. I think it's his I forgot which number it is. I think it's like his third or fourth album, but I think this is like his first like major release of an album. But he's done some good work, man. He's a really good artist, and he's a good friend. And give a listen to him. Go follow him on Instagram, YouTube, or not? Well, yeah, he's on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook at JVMVR Rashad, Jamar Rashad, and wherever he's at. And just give him one. He's a great artist. He's a good man, and just you won't be disappointed in his music. I don't like rap music, and I listen to his stuff all the time because I love how he sounds and everything. And everybody knows I don't like rap that much, but I listen. But he's not necessarily always just a rap artist. He's more of a R&B artist, or hip hop. But still, it's not my style of music to listen to. But I listen to his stuff like all the time. He's
Now,
go ahead.
Is he strictly Christian?
I mean, he is a Christian. I don't want to say his music's strictly Christian,
I
but
didn't know if his music was strictly Christian.
no. He was the other day it was like it was the day before Memorial Day. He had a song on the radio here in Lawton.
Awesome.
It was really cool. I was like, that's my man right there. Whose man's is that? That's my man's right there. Rocking his music. But go give him a listen. He's a good dude, friend of the show, and everything like that.
Huge shout out.
Huge shout out from my man. I don't care. It's fine. But thank you guys very much for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at Low Scale Gaming. If you have any questions or a subject you want us to talk about on our next podcast, go ahead and leave us a tweet or an email at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. But thank you guys again. And remember, have a great day and a better tomorrow.